Hi. Okay, so we're going to talk about chapter 11 today and the quotes that I found interesting. And the first one is found in the introduction of the chapter, and the quote is, "To lead is to speak." I think another way that this quote could be said that would be a great explanation of it is to lead well is to speak well. The author included this in the chapter because leaders need to learn how to communicate their ideas professionally and clearly. They're a constant reference for their subordinates, and coworkers. And if they cannot clearly articulate and explain their ideas and plans of action to others, then there's no way that they could be successful in their position. And also, it's often thought of those people who do display confidence and professionality in their speeches that they almost automatically command respect, because often you associate those values with leadership, and if someone possesses those qualities, then you think, oh well, they could be a good leader possibly. Also, leaders must guide. I kind of touched on this already. They have to guide that your understanding of their ideas. If they don't have a clear understanding of what the plan in your head is, then there's no way that they could properly go through with it and be successful. And personally, in my experience with this is, I forgot to mention that no matter if you're in in any industry that you are in, if you're in any leadership position, it is most common that you will be speaking to others, whether it be individuals or in a group setting. It is almost inevitable that a leader will be speaking to others. And I know this personally from my experience. I'm not really in any leadership positions, but if I'm ever have any responsibility or leadership with a task at work or something in a school project or group in school, if I'm in charge of something, then I always have to be in a meeting with the others, explaining my thought process and trying to get them to understand what I think is the best solution for the problem, and in hopes that they can understand where I'm coming from and why. And so the second quote now is found in section 11.4, support your presentation, and it is, it's a long one. Communication expert Frank E.X. Dance recommends that you only spend about 30% of your time actually presenting new ideas and information, and which means that 70% should be spent with supporting ideas and offering supporting material to your audience. I think the author includes this because supporting your message is a great way to make your speech credible, memorable, and also interesting. Keeping a constant flow of different forms of information keeps the audience kind of on edge. They can draw connections to real life situations with the words that you're saying. They can see it in visual aids if you're providing them with pictures or videos or anything of that sort. And the text talks about how you could these sources could come from a library, people you know, or the internet. The internet is obviously full of countless aids. You could look up different stories of prior examples that were similar, pictures, blogs, video podcasts, basically anything. And many people associate this support, I think, with almost proof for the concept. So if you think that this is such a great idea and you want to present it to your group, and you have the supporting material with other groups who just gain so much success from using this technique, they're almost more likely to believe you and that it'll work because they have that proof in front of them. And I personally know that if I'm watching a presentation and it's full of content that just goes beyond just simple definitions, it gives examples and supporting material, it just seems to be more professional, thorough, thought out, and overall just a better overall informative presentation. And yeah, I think that both these quotes touched on great topics presented in chapter 11.